Is O Block responsible for killing FBG Duck? Blah, 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 blah. Did people make this up on them? Is this fake? Is the feds just trying to lock somebody up? We finna talk about this. It's been a big time murder trial going on in Chicago. It's actually winding down, like I said. It's Christmas vacation. Then you got New Year's coming. So the feds postpone court, let people go home and eat the turkey and open their gifts. But we finna talk about this because 6 people charged with Duck death. But altogether, it was 10 people involved, according to the feds, 9 and a half. We finna talk about this because Duck case is strong. Even though it's damn near winding down, they finna put the verdict in the juror's hand and let them decide pretty soon, maybe like in the beginning of January. But we finna talk about this because this thing's in the courtroom. I don't think people realize. So I'm finna kind of give you my conclusion of what I think going on. So hit the like button, goal on this video, 5,000 likes, it's going to be a pause on this case, so we're going to start reporting for a couple of days. Other stories are all in the world. We can't just dominate the internet with this. But a lot of people want to know what's going on with Duck. Ain't no cameras in the courtroom and shit like that. So hit the like button. I'm going to give you an update. This puts a lot of older update videos down when you hit the like button. It puts this newer video up. So hit the like button. I'm going to get time to do that. Now, we all done seen what played out and, the things that happened inside of that courtroom. I've been reporting every day. Other bloggers been reporting too. But I don't think people realize that, the trial is pretty much over with. They got a few more things they're going to do, and then it's closing arguments. Where they going to basically point out things that happened in the trial to stick in the juror's head to say, look, my clients ain't did that shit, okay? I want to talk about things during the courtroom. Nobody testified. I said that yesterday. I've been saying that shit. In a case like this where it's a lot of circumstantial evidence, it's a lot of informants and snitches, you would think a motherfucker get on that stand and say, hey, look, I ain't did shit, man. At least let the jurors hear your voice, humanize you, because in that courtroom, it'd be a lot of monster stories told and shit. But I found it wild that nobody got on the stand to testify. Another thing is, these guys are facing life in prison, okay? Nobody snitched. I didn't hear anything or see anything about any one of those guys cooperating with the feds. And there's 6 of them. I ain't never seen the Fed case with that many suspects, multiple people arrested, multiple people in the courtroom, and nobody brokered the deal with the state. I find that very, very wild, to be honest with you, That's real when it's multiple people on a Fed case and everybody. I found that crazy as hell. Especially when the feds is, they got a big, strong story. Like, it's hard to make stories up like this. I ain't saying the feds ain't make it up, but damn, this story just sounds so vivid. They claiming Teasy dropped Duck low, okay? Los, Kenny Max, C Murder, and Moowop went to go kill Duck. That's 6 people that they charged with his death. But when you look into the paperwork, they say Zell Munner was a gunman at FBG Duck 2, and he put bullets in Duck 2. They say D-Thing. He knew about this. He knew about the conspiracy. He might have not been involved, but he knew that Duck was finna be murdered, and he knew Duck was murdered. TZ called him. His phone records that show TZ called him, was looking for him before Duck got killed. D-Thing baby mama actually told a grand juror that TZ did call, and the number that TZ called was the number used by D-Thing. So he might have not been involved as far as killing Duck, but the feds say he played a part as far as being contacted. He knew about this, and what is the reason TZ wanted to talk to him for. I'm not saying he would have been charged, but his name came up several times in this indictment and shit, and even witnesses was called to cooperate shit that he said, and shit like that. Another person, King Von, that makes the 9th person, King Von. They say he put $100,000 on Duck head, and it's the reason all this shit happened, because he put $100,000 in his head, and people was coming to get the money. Now, a lot of people disagree with that, I don't really see Von paying people to do no dirt for him, in my opinion. The same people Von don't like, they don't like, and shit like that. So, I'm not saying that ain't true, though, I'm just saying, Von is the only one had a dislike for FBG and shit like that. So, that go 9 people there. Then there was a person that was with TZ, Man. Now, the feds didn't charge Man with no murder. Man says that he had nothing to do with that. He didn't know Duck. He was just shopping with TZ, and TZ did some wild ass shit that he shouldn't did. He had nothing to do with that. He didn't know Duck. He didn't have no beef with Duck or anything. That's what he said. I can't corroborate that. I'm not sure if that's the truth, but that's what he said. The feds didn't charge him with no murder, so I believe they believed him too, to be honest with you. Then, so that puts 10 people involved in Duck case. Actually, 3 of them has been killed. D-Thing, Bond, and Zell no longer here, okay? Man was able to become a witness and not get charged with that murder. So those are the 6 people that's left. And then one of them got on the stand, testified. Then one of them snitched on each other. None of that shit. Either these guys, is real strong-minded, you feel me? Either these guys is real strong-minded, either they innocent, ain't had shit to do with this shit, or they sticking to the G code, in my opinion. Then another thing, listening to the shit going on in the courtroom, I didn't hear any crimes that FBG committed. So it didn't seem like O-Block told them, look, they was coming through here shooting our homies and they was doing this and they was doing that. I didn't see any of that. I didn't see anything that kind of pinpointed FBG involvement inside of crimes. I did see like K.I. and King Von, but that didn't have nothing to do with Duck Death. Those questions was asked before involving like K.I. and King Von and shit like that. And O.D. Perry. I'm talking about as far as like this Muwap FBG Duck murder trial. I didn't see anything brought up about FBG committing crimes against them. So it didn't seem like O-Block cooperated or snitched or none of that shit. These guys that claiming they innocent, they finna hand this shit over to the jury pretty soon. In January, we're gonna find out if these boys guilty, if these boys innocent. These guys are facing life in prison. A guilty verdict, you probably never see these guys again a day in your life. And the fact that nobody cooperated is very, very strong in my opinion. But I'm gonna keep you updated on this. The case has been at a halt. They're gonna restart again, I think sometime next week and shit like that. So we're gonna be back updating. A lot of other stories going on that I'm gonna keep you updated on. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. But I wanna ask y'all a question. I want y'all to keep it honest with me. In that courtroom, I didn't hear anything about FBG committing crimes against O-Block, besides like the KI thing. Nobody got on the stand and testified. Nobody snitched on each other. I want to know from y'all. Do y'all think the O-Block 6 is innocent? They got nothing to do with this. Duck was involved in a lot of shit. Anybody could have been down there and blicked him. All this evidence y'all got is not real. Or do you think these guys sticking to the G code? They ain't got nothing to say. They deaf, they blind, they don't know nothing. I want to know what y'all think. Leave a comment. It's the homie True Teller Street Reporter. Blah, 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 blah.